Good morning. I'm going to do a short session using some people's real favourites, the foam roller. And this is going to be a session just looking at places where we can use the roller to do some bit of self-massage on areas that might be a little bit tight or with tension, and you just feel like you need a little bit of opening up. So that's what we're doing today. So not sort of so much a classic Pilates session with the roller, but just looking at areas where we can use it to help increase the fascial stimulation in our bodies. Let's leave it like that. So I'm not going to work on the extremities, so hands and feet won't be in this session. But we'll get started, and I'm going to kind of want to work down the body. So we'll start with that really important place, the back of the neck. And lots of people complain of shoulder tension and neck tension. So for me, these are the go-to exercises. So just take a moment to settle down and just even for a moment, even just lengthen the legs if that doesn't bother your back. And just maybe notice the heavies and the contact of the body on the mat, and notice the spaces in between as well. Okay, and just again the imprint of the back of the skull on the roller. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of gentle massage. And of course, at any time, if it doesn't feel good, don't do it. So all I want us to do to start with is literally let your head roll side to side on the roller. So it's just accessing that bony part at the bottom of the skull. Inhaling to centre, exhaling as you roll. Imagine your head like a heavy ball, just kind of leisurely rolling side to side. Always think of the nose leading the way. It kind of arcs down and then arcs up and then down. And then let's come over to one side and stay there. So you're on that sort of head neck turn, and just begin to spiral with the nose. So just let the action travel up, round and down. Try and make it smooth. A little bit of impact onto the roller, and then circle the other way. Oops, that was a bit not so smooth this way for me. But we're not trying to do very much here, just literally a little bit of self-massage in that back of the skull region. And then let's do the same on the other side. Just roll your head effortlessly over. Keeping the shoulders nicely relaxed, and then just begin to spiral with the nose, taking it up and rolling down. So for all these places we're going to visit, you can stay longer in these areas. I want you just to use this as a sort of an go-to for ideas of what to do with the roller. And then coming off. Okay. So, created a nice bit of area and space at the back of the neck, which is such an important area. If you think about it, you've got your spinal column going through that area. It's a bit of a motorway zone from up towards the brain. So let's now work a little bit of spinal massage. So we're just going to take ourselves onto the roller. The easiest way, I always think, is to perch right at the end here, because we don't want the head hanging off the end. You can have hands down, and just as you are, just begin to try and feel each bone finding its way, rolling down onto the roller until your whole spine and the head is on the roller. Okay, and then take a moment. You might feel a little bit kind of lopsided. So a good cue is to have the hands down and then walk the feet together. So knees and feet together, And then just walk them apart, just a hip width apart, so you've got the symmetry through the body. Okay. And noticing the spine on the centre of the roller. Okay. And then let's just do some small little pelvic tilts on the roller. So as you exhale, you're imprinting your middle of the back down to the roller, and then let it rock back. Adjust the feet if you need to. So just small roll and roll back. Exhaling as you imprint the spine down, so you're pressing the spine into the roller. And then letting it rock back. Let's just do one more like that. Always good to do some pelvic tucks before as we're warming up. And then let's do some classic work on the roller like this, which is our shoulders. Okay, so I've got small weights here. You can use a can of beans or absolutely nothing. So to start with, just feel the openness of the collarbone and let the shoulder blades wrap around the roller, eye line to the sky. And then let's just float the arms effortlessly up to the ceiling, palms facing. And let's do the shoulder drop. So as you inhale, lift the shoulders and then let them glide down. And keep going with that movement, lifting on the inhale and releasing. So being on the roller gives you that little bit of extra wraparound space, that little extra range of movement with the shoulders, which feels good. Open the collarbone. One more like this. Inhaling, exhaling. And you can do singles, you can do quick little singles. It's good to let the body jiggle a little bit. Okay, one. And then from here. So we're going to a bit of an arm series here. I will use the weights for the first bit, but if I feel it's too much, I will just put them down. So have quite soft elbows, palms facing, 10 toes, feet planted. And as you inhale, just open your shoulders wide, open the arms wide, that hug a tree position. And then close down. So don't think about how low you can get your arms, almost think about how long can your arms be. Inhaling, opening, exhaling. So using the roller here, we're just drawing navel to spine a bit, so keep steady on the roller, don't let the ribs pop as you open the arms. Feel a nice stretch across the collarbone, so really go wide. Imagine someone's pulling your wrists out to the sides and then closing back in. Palms facing forwards now. Backstroke arms, so you're going to let one arm track back and the other lowers and lift and then change. So if you are using weights, don't be tempted to let the wrists start moving and flopping. Keep the wrist moving as with the arm, as one unit. And again, don't force the arm to go back. I'm just kind of settling by my ear, I guess. That feels fine for me. And away. And then let's just flow into windmill arms. So the arms start together. You do the backstroke arms and then we circle round, down and back to the centre. And then reverse. Away, round, down and back. The other thing that can go wrong here is that people will lock their arms. So keep that little bit of softness at the elbow. Then we're working our muscles. And this is the last one of these. And bring it back to the start position. Lower the arms. I'm going to put the weights down now, but do keep them if it feels fine. A little bit of snow angels. So this is a great one for working around the shoulder. We're going to turn the whole arm from the shoulder. So let's start with palms up, ribs are down. And as you exhale, just draw the thumbs towards each other. They don't need to meet. And then little fingers down towards the roller. So like you're drawing a big circle with the backs of the hands. But again, all from the shoulders. And don't let the shoulders lift towards the ears, just range of movement how you like it. And then let's turn the palms towards the thighs. And now think of flying, think of your arms as wings, and we're just going to, as you exhale, float up, press down. So exhale as the arms float. And return. So again, go with your range of motion. If it feels good, you can lift the arms higher to, sort of extend, but try and keep the ribs down and away. One more. Yeah, and then you've got time to explore. You can have, turn the arm through all different ways in this position. So when you've got the time on your roller, just explore the range there, okay? And then just hands onto shoulders and let's just do some nice arm circles, shoulder circles. Again, you've got that little bit of extra reach through the collarbone, and the other way, bring the elbows up and forward and round, and take the arms down. Okay, so the final thing we're going to do with the roller in this position is just literally explore, and this is all exploration work. If you press into your right foot and then slide the roller onto the side of the right body. So I'm just looking down my right arm and using my feet largely to roll myself onto the right side. So it's the massage, the roller is rolling through my right gluteal, my right rib cage, and my right shoulder. So it's giving that side body a little bit of a massage, whatever you want to call it, treat. Okay, creating a bit of warmth as well, and I can feel that rolling sensation through that gluteal muscle, and then come back to center and do the same on the other side. So again, let the legs control the motion. Now I'm pushing a little bit with my right foot and my left foot as I just roll down the left side of my body. Okay. And again, this is, if you think, oh, this feels really good, just stay longer. Just go where you need to go. Rolling across. And then the nicest bit of all, roll to center. And then slowly slither to one side. And lower down to the mat. Okay. And you should feel kind of nicely opened in the back body and the neck. So let's move on. Let's come and do a little bit of massage work on the lower back. And so this is going to target the kind of the lower back and the back of the sacrum and the gluteals a little bit. Okay, nice bit of rotation work. So we're going to, the easiest way is to have the roller in between the feet and the back side, and then lift the hips into a bridge, and just take the roller onto that bony bit at the top of the gluteal, so not on the back side, it's kind of above there, but explore where it should feel okay. If it doesn't feel okay, move it up an inch, down an inch, explore where it is. Okay, and then to secure the roller, just keep the collarbone open and just hold the roller at each end, and then just bring the knees and ankles together. Okay, so a little bit of centering here. Back of the neck nice and long. And all we're going to do here to start with is just tiny little hip roll one way and then back. So inhaling as you go over, rolling back, So feeling a little bit of an imprint of the roller into the back of the sacrum, rolling back. Keeping the knees and ankles together. Using a little bit of centering to roll yourself over and then back, drawing back. Try to keep the knees pretty much over the hips. The temptation can be to sort of let them sink in, but we're wanting the spine to stay nice and long, or we're literally just having little hip rolls and with the legs in that tabletop position. Okay, so there's lots to do here. You can, let's just take one leg down, extend one leg, and again, because you've got a bit more space, you can do a leg lowers and open up the hip and kick back up. So press the heel away. And lift. So keeping that connection of the ribs, lengthening the heel away, kicking back up. And then let's just do a little bit of a tick-tock motion. So take that leg over the body, then out to the side, inner thigh stretch. Take it over. So my standing leg is working hard just to keep myself steady. And wide. And then let's take it into a leg circle, go down, around, back up the centre. Point away, kick back. Point away, kick back and then reverse, lower the heel, point around, lower the heel, point around, away and around, and let's do the other side. So, fold in the knee, lengthen the leg, open the back of the knee and then lower the heel. So you've got a really nice opportunity to open up the hip more than you would normally. Send the heel away. Kick up. Exhale, long. Inhale back. One more. And then let's go into that little tick-tock motion. Travel the leg over the centre line, out to the side. So inner thigh straight, but don't let the hips shift at all. Keep everything nice and steady here. Take it over and then continue into a circle. Circle it out to the side. Kick up, point away. Kick up, away. Kick up and then reverse. Send the heel away. Point around. Away. Point around. Away. And bring it back in. Okay. And then again, nice little moment. Just let the knees fall towards the chest. And just in collapse towards the chest. And then slowly, slowly peel away the roller. Peel away the roller. Lowering the lower lumbar down to the mat. Easing into the mat. Good. Okay. So let's do again, let's stick into the massage idea. Let's do a little bit of work sitting on the roller. Okay, so bring this off onto the roller and just arms are down and just hook your left ankle onto that right thigh and just have a little side to side rock. So again, this is an area to explore. So just straightforward tips over. And then you can tip over and stay there a moment, and then you can got the opportunity to do a little roll through that gluteal, which feels good. A little, quite slow. You can, and if it's and settle on a bit that feels tight, just play with this. And then let's go on to the other side and play with that. Then swapping over feet. Let's matter which side you do first, really. Just taking it over and just, again, use your feet and the rest of your body to kind of work into what is needed. The arms can help you get there. And to the other side. And then bringing everything back to centre and just rolling beyond the back side. So arms are down. I'm just going to do a little bit of rolling work on the back of the thighs. Okay, so you could, if it feels too painful, you can do one leg at a time. I'm not going near the knee joint. I'm literally just going down the back of the thigh. I'm okay with two legs on this one. So that's with the feet straight. You can alter the impact by changing the position of the feet. So if we turn the feet out slightly, little V shape, then it's slightly more owie. You're just accessing that outer edge of the thigh. And then you can do the alternate. You can feet toes towards each other and have a little roll through that soft tissue on the inside. That feels good. Okay. And then let's bring it onto the calves. So if your calves are tight, this might feel quite harsh. So I'm only going to do one leg at a time. You might be fine with both calves on the roller. So work out where the other leg goes, and then just gently roll through that calf. Let the limb that's being worked on be as relaxed as possible. If you go grippy with it, it sort of loses the impact. So let the limb be quite sort of eased. And then just like we did, you can turn the foot out and in. And then with the other leg, you may have done both. So again, just adjust how much time you want to spend in each of these places. This is just giving you some ideas. Again, let the foot just be relaxed, and then it will enable the leg to become quite relaxed too, hopefully. The arms are getting a bit of a workout here as well. Okay, so we've done most areas. We've done legs on the back body. One area that I've missed on the back body is the shoulders again. So I'm just going to ask you to come back onto the roller here. So it's on the tips of the shoulder blades. Okay. And let the head, be hammocked by the hands. So my fingers are interlocked, back of the skull, back of the lower part. And then from here, we lift up the hips. You can just do little rolls. So the eye line is just soft gaze towards the ceiling. And we just literally backwards and forwards. And then do a little turn. So just turn. So here I've got the right shoulder blade is getting a little bit of a massage, the rib cage. Right, so I'm not bringing the elbows close together, they're staying where they are. I've just literally rotated slightly and then come to centre and to the other side. Okay. Again, you're using the feet to use the push and pull factor. Quite strong, I feel this one. Okay, and then just bring yourself to centre. While we're here, we will do a little bit of a extension work because we can. So elbows where you can see them, and as you inhale, just let supporting your head, let it go up and over the roller. And then exhale. So keep going with that, but see if you can just feel that it's the abdominals are lengthening as you go back, shortening to bring you up. And the arms are there just to support the head. We're not using the shoulders to bring us forward. Let's just do one more. And then again, moment of pleasure, just push the roller away. And just feel that lovely openness in the back body. Okay, so we've worked a lot on the back body. 2 more places to go. Using the front body this time. So firstly, let's revisit the front of the thighs and the back of the thighs. So back with the thigh work. And we're just going to literally take yourself elbows down and toes are down, and then literally rolling through the fleshy part of the thigh. A bit further up this way. So again, using your toes, nice little bit of footwork here as well. So just going forwards and back. Okay, and again, try turning the feet, so toes outwards. So there's a little bit of impact on towards the inner thigh. I'm not going too close to the knee, just sort of. And then can we turn the toes in and roll? Maybe. Yeah, a little bit. Okay. Now the classic place for the roller, you probably used it here, is down the outside of the IT band. So again, foot forward, foot back, whatever works for you. But then again, just try to go quite slowly and big roll. So down the outer edge of the thigh. Okay, so roll. And again, let the leg feel kind of leaden. And again, you can just alter slightly. You can, just towards the floor, and you come round a little bit. Okay. And then, while we're still on this side, no, let's do the other side. So, just taking yourself, again, lengthening out the bottom leg, using the top leg to control where you're going. Again, try long, slow movements, and again, just a little bit of adjusting. Turn the toes upwards slightly. Whatever you need to do with this bit. Okay. And then, so we've kind of worked here. So a little bit of work of the inner thigh now. This is quite nice and side laying. So, top leg under the roller, bottom leg extended, and then just literally roll that inner thigh on the roller. Okay, so just a little bit of a inner thigh massage is quite nice. Okay, and the foot can be off, the foot can be on. All this should feel pleasant, so if it doesn't feel good, I wouldn't do it. Okay. Just cradle your head, support your head, and then just little rolls and return. So these are good movements if you're just wanting, maybe been for a long walk, or you've been digging, gardening, being on the computer, whatever. This is just easeful things to do with the roller. Just a little bit of a pamper for yourself. Okay, I promise you, final one now. So we've done pretty much most things. And the final one, which for me is really helpful. So, in Pilates we do working pro, not in this position. And for me, kind of finding ease through the lower back is often about in the hips. So we're just going to place the roller on the hip creases. And turn the toes out, I think. And then just lower, that looks slightly weird, I know. Just lower your head down to the mat. So you can turn your head one way. And then just sort of, it's not the most comfortable, but it's not terribly painful. But here, just take a moment to pause and soften. So just let the belly go. Take some breaths. And if it just feels all too much, just take it away. But again, it's one of those, we're not doing a lot here. We're literally just letting the roller sink down into those hip creases. Again, let the body be as tension-free as possible. The more you grip and tense, the less the easeful effect of the roller will be. Okay. So, as ever, let's take it away and just feel. So again, I'm rushing through. I'm not staying very long on this, but honestly now. It just feels so open through the front of the body, so that I automatically feel that I want to just lift into a small cobra, and with ease and with no bother of the back. Okay, so that's just some ideas that we can use for a bit of work on ourselves using the roller. Yeah, let me know what you think. Okay, bye.